sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning and welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we head into the final Saturday of January. Man, it's flying fast. It is for you when you get to be my age. And glad to have David Best from Primary Tackle out in Bartlett with us. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Larry. Thanks for having me.
I need a bodyguard in here, just me and Greg Ratliff. But for you folks that are wondering, Bill Cooksey is out at the SHOT Show. I hope he made it to Vegas. I hope to hook up with Bill. And, of course, Ron Wong is up at the big 15th annual Grizzly Jig Spring Fling or whatever it is up there in Caruthersville. And we'll hear more from Ron. This is almost a crappie show. I'm sorry, David. You'll have to pitch in a little bit of bass, and we'll do that a little bit too. But you can handle that. But got some great guests. We're going to kick it right off. This is one of the – folks, mark this on your calendar. It's coming up February the 6th. It starts February the 6th. It's Southwest Tennessee Community College. You can go ahead and enroll online right now, and that is Crappie University. That's right, Crappie University. I don't know why they didn't have this when I was a kid, and I would have graduated 4 or 5 times. That would have been a lot better. 4 degrees in Crappie University. I don't know what that would have gotten me. But maybe
you could have been Dr. Larry Ray.
I could have been Dr. Larry Ray. Yeah. Well, we got one of the doctors on. We got 2 doctors on right now because first Gary Dollahon, a good friend of ours. Outdoors with Larry Ray has known Gary for a long, long time. We could go back to Rods in Real Time, but Gary has got a PR agency right out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, where I spent many a night supposed to be in school at Fayetteville, but I was over at Tulsa back in those days. And good morning there, Gary.
Good morning, Larry. Yeah, if we'd had Crappie University back then, we wouldn't have skipped as much school, would we?
That's exactly right. And if Tulsa would ever get their streets right away, they all just go without angles over there. I wouldn't have got lost in I saw the Righteous Brothers in Tulsa. That was one of my highlights. Yeah. And I got on the wrong interstate and ended up in Joplin, something like that. But, hey, we got Gary, but not only Gary, we got a good friend of Outdoors with Larry Ray. This man knows crappie. He loves crappie, and that's our good friend Kent Driscoll out of Nolensville. Now, that's right out of Nashville for people who want to know. It's one of the villes in Tennessee, but we're glad to have Kent on with us. Good morning, Kent.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Good morning.
All right, Kent and Gary, Crappie University. Let's talk about that on Outdoors with Larry Ray because from your standpoint, let's talk with Gary first. He has the luxury of letting the world know about this. And then we'll talk to Ken a little bit about what goes on at Crappie University. But for you, Gary, give us an idea of just what this is.
Yeah, it's really a cool program. It's an 8-hour course. It's divided up into 4 2-hour nights, weeknights, and it's really designed to share how to catch crappie information with anglers of all ages and all skill levels. And the beauty of it is that the instructors are genuine experts on crappie fishing. Everything about the fish, the equipment used, different lakes, very familiar with the local waters, in the Memphis area for that class that's coming up there. And it's really bringing together 4 genuine experts that are in there to do nothing other than to help anglers catch more crappie. And man, who doesn't want to do that?
Who doesn't want to do that? And that's February the 6th. It starts 15th, 20th, and 27th. That's what I've got down on my calendar here. And Kent, you're one of the 4. I mean, we got Jim Dant. A lot of you folks know Jim, Barry Morrow, Clay Blair, and I'm trying to see who's the other one in there. And you. That's right. Yeah, that's 4. I ran out of fingers. So, Kent, from your standpoint, is one of the instructors. Tell us about it.
Well, let me tell you. First of all, that's an all-star lineup.
It is, yeah.
Of crappie anglers. Okay, and the whole concept and idea of Crappie University is teaching and bringing folks to the sport of crappie fishing. And all of us started at one point in our fishing careers, as a beginner, and we learned. And the way I learned was from people that I looked up to, people that were mentors of mine.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother started me fishing.
Your grandmother?
And,
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
And, as I got into college at Ole Miss, I had fraternity brothers of mine that were local. And, I was from Dallas, Texas, but I went to Ole Miss.
I knew that.
I absolutely fell in love with fishing in North Mississippi. And from there, I got into tournament fishing, and then I got into working on this pro staff with B&M Poles. And I got to fish with a lot of different people. And along the way, it was a constant learning process.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like I always picked up a little bit of something from every single person that I had the opportunity to fish with. And when you look at the Crappie University concept, that's exactly what we're doing here is, we're bringing guys that have a lot of knowledge, a lot of local knowledge, and just making it available to the public.
Wow.
So we're gonna teach these seminars. We're going to give PowerPoint presentations. We're going to show people exactly how to catch fish on their local lakes.
Well,
and I'm going to talk a lot about the big 4.
That's right. Yeah.
Grenada, Sardis, Arcabutla, and Enid, because I've been fishing those lakes for 30 years. Now, I've traveled all over the country fishing tournaments and fished on these other lakes, but I cut my teeth locally there, and that's where my expertise is and where I really learned to fish, and there's just a lot of stuff that I'd like to share with other folks, to get them involved with fishing, especially to get these kids involved with fishing. That's one of my goals. Every time I do a seminar is to talk about these kids and get them involved in the outdoors. So I love the concept, and I really look forward to teaching this upcoming seminar on the 6th there in Memphis. And
the way it works now, Gary, so you will have Kent mentioned he will be here on the 6th. Will the other guys like Jim Dant, will he follow him on the 15th? It's one guy each week, right?
That's correct. Each night has a different instructor for that 2-hour period.
Okay.
So when that instructor shows up, it's an entirely different topic. There's obviously a lot of crossover on information shared, but you're really gleaning from the experience of 4 different guys that live, eat, breathe crappie every day of every week.
Well, I look at this and fishing stump fields, lily pads. How about adjusting to rise and fall in muddy waters? And I know Kent's going to do a little pulling, aren't you, Kent? Will you talk a little bit about crankbaits? Is that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
2 of my favorite techniques in this world is long line trolling or pulling.
Yeah.
And then of course pulling crankbaits in the summertime. So
yeah.
I'm gonna touch on 2 or 3 topics, and I'm gonna go through them from A to Z. And at the end, I'm gonna have a handout for all the fishermen, and kind of like an equipment list, and say, hey, here's what I use. Take this to your local store, your local retailer, and get rigged up and get the products that you need. And man, just go out there and have fun and learn and catch you a mess of fish.
And that's the thing about this, Gary, is we've talked about Southwest Tennessee Community College, great location right off the interstate there at Sycamore View. I'm assuming that's the place that you guys will be. I know they got great facility and parking, and the way you guys roll this out. So give us a little cost. I mean, what's it going to cost?
Yeah, the cost is $89 per person for the entire 4-night course.
Come on now.
College's
$20 a night? $20
Yeah,
bucks.
$20 a night. So the way you look at that, that's a good way to break that down.
Wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, the information that you get from it is unreal. There'll be some door prizes on different nights, a little registration goodie bags. So, to start with, you're getting some of that product, some of that cost back just in the way of what you get in return. But the information is what it's all about. And Kent hit the nail right on the head as to what everybody can leave that class with at the end of their 8 hours of instruction.
Well, it's just and it's you can go online. What is the website to enroll? How do they go about doing that?
Yeah, the easiest way to share that information is just go to crappieuniversity.com and then scroll down or click on the schedule there to Tennessee.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Yep, the Memphis class, and then you can see the online link to click there. You can register online. There's also a phone number. So
yeah,
either one of those ways will get you hooked up.
And there is no failure here. I mean, you're not going to flunk anybody, are you? In Crappie University, I mean, there is no alpha cum beta.
There is no final exam.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
No math
involved.
Okay, you're getting me nervous there a little bit, because that would have been my main guys. And it's, again, go to crappieuniversity.com, or you can call 901-333-4207. That's 333-4207. We'll have all this posted on lroutdoors.com, my website. You're going to get a chance to listen from Kent Driscoll on February the 6th. I think Jim Dant, and a lot of you folks know Jim out of Missouri, who's won about everything you can win. And then you got Barry Morrow in there, and Barry is he's from one of my favorite hometowns, Deepwater, Missouri. Now, that's got to be flood prone. That's just that's when I think about it right there. And then, of course, I don't know a lot about Clay Blair, but I guarantee you, if he's on this list. And guys, thank y'all for being with us. Again, we will promote it as best we can. Folks out there, if you want to give a birthday present or just something, this is less than $100 to go out and hear four guys to just tell you all the knowledge you need, and they'll stay around and talk to you. These are not guys that hit in there and out of there. Guys, thank you, Gary. Thank you, Kent. Always good to talk to you guys, okay?
All right, you guys take care.
All right, we'll talk to you. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Be right back, and more crappie fishing and trying to keep David Best alive over here and breathing, I think.